heading to where is it?
Omaha.
Omaha.
What are we gonna do there?
We're to see my new doctors.
We just spent all night on the plane and we're tired. But we're in Seattle. We have 45 minutes to get to our flight to Omaha. Are you tired? Yeah. It is 7:15 and we are on our way to our first appointment.
I'm a little nervous.
You're a little nervous? Why are you a little nervous?
I just don't know.
You just don't know what to expect. Yeah, that's okay. We'll be here for you, okay?
Okay.
Alright, we're here. You okay?
Push it in tight enough?
You doing okay, bud? We're here. Ready, set, go! Oh, don't stop! 11 seconds!
Oh, she's the one.
We've had to improvise. Malia wanted to lay down. How are you feeling? You're okay? A little nauseous? It's part of the contrast. Not very good. What'd you get that for?
Be a really tough girl at the hospital. Got unicorn in the cage.
Awesome, good job.
Hop really big. 1, 2, 3, hop!
Where are we going?
Where are we going? We're all done here at the hospital.
So we're going to the hotel.
Alright, so tell us about what happened today. And well, it's still fresh on our mind.
We met with the medical team headed up by Dr. Mercer, and he came up with one main solution. This is after we did a small bowel series.
How long did that take?
The small bowel series, so that took over 3 hours.
About 3.5 hours.
That's how long it took for the contrast to get from her stomach to her large colon. And it took a little over 3 hours, so that was long. But from the test, we were able to find out that about half, if not a little bit more than, a little less than half of her small intestine seems like it's the right shape and size and looks like it's functioning okay. And then the other half is big, floppy, large, dilated small intestine. So the solution that Dr. Mercer was talking about, and he's done the surgery only about 25 times, but with huge success. And that is to So once the small intestine that is pretty normal meets up with the larger small intestine, what he's saying is to do a tapering and to pretty much staple the floppy part down to where it's a normal size. So it's food for thought. Like Adam said, it almost sounds like too easy of a solution, but the person, probably one of the first people that he did it on, has had it for about 12 years and is still having good results. So, with that being said, I guess we'll talk about it some more. See, what are your thoughts, babe?
Well, I mean, we asked him about the downside and the upside and the complications. The complications are just what you would consider standard complications to any invasive surgery. But he's like, we're not going to lose any function of the bowels. We're not going to lose any sections of it. In fact, if anything, it's something that should it get distended again, we have more challenging spots, it's not something that's going to change the outlook of anything, really. If he's like, this is the least invasive that they can do, which is definitely a positive.
Or the most conservative.
It's the most conservative as far as like mechanically speaking. Now we did talk to him pretty heavily about the medicine that Malia is on, and he was like, well, if potentially we're able to take care of that one problematic area, we might be able to get off the medications too.
And possibly TPN.
And possibly TPN. He was like that.
Which would be best case scenario.
Right. That's best case. Worst case scenario is we continue on with where we're at. And he was like, you're not in any emergency. You guys are able to take care of it. He was like, this is not something that you guys have to do. But he was like, I think it's your best option at this point.
Yeah, and it's all about quality of life. If it can improve quality of life. We're down for that.
But he did say expect at least 8 to 10 days here at the facility, and
as
then
inpatient.
As like an inpatient, and then potentially 2 weeks as an outpatient. So potentially upwards close to a month being here, which has to be very carefully considered. And we've done the 1 month stints before, but those are hard. Those are hard days. The only way we'd be able to do it is if we had like help, I think. But at least we're on mainland, so we have options.
We could have people visiting.
We could. We could rent a house for $20 a night.
I know. Not $20 a night. Seems like it.
Buy a mansion outright here.
Hey, Malia, what's happening outside?
It's snowing.
Yeah. It is snowing.
Mom, it's snowing outside. We're leaving today.
What'd you think of yesterday? What'd you think of the procedure? And what'd you think of the doctors?
Well, two of them I really liked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the one with the straight hair and the one with the ponytail.
Oh.
Straight hair down and one with the ponytail.
What else did you think about yesterday? Yeah. You weren't feeling good, were you, after that? No.
So we made it to Maui. Our original flight was supposed to be somewhere in the vicinity of going from Omaha to San Francisco, and then from San Francisco we were supposed to go to we were supposed to have a direct flight to Kauai, and it was only like a 45-minute layover. The problem was that we didn't make it in time. We had a de-icing issue in Omaha, put us an hour behind. We got to San Fran and watched the plane pull away from the gate. Come to find out, Linda had a piece of banana that made her exceptionally sick, and so she promptly threw up a bunch. And Malia, of course, she's not feeling all that fantastic either. And I've been fighting back pain all weekend, and it finally decided to go out this morning. So between all three of us, we were kind of worthless. And then come to find out, since we missed our flight, there was nothing direct, nothing could happen. So we spent 2 hours pretty much at customer service trying to figure it out. Problem with customer service was that They couldn't get us anything today, so they split carriers, and then they finally found us a spot to get us from Maui to Oahu home, and instead of arriving at home at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, put us in at 10 o'clock tonight. So we decided nix that. Instead of catching our connection flight here at 7 o'clock, we decided to book the 4 o'clock out of Maui and get home directly. So long day of travel. We've had this little one who's currently eating ice, and poor Linda, who is she's been blowing chunks all day.
We made it to Lahui. We're in our car. We're tired, but
we're tired.
Glad to be home.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Malia?